drop 6. Watch this. Waiting on some shit soon as it drop. I hit the like.
Hey man, say man, welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm back and I'm back and I'm back with another one. And another one and another one, another one. I know y'all seen the title down below. What we're doing is this video about got me some Freddo Adafrino, chicken and broccoli. Some chicken snackers, buffalo style. Got my Gatorade. I got my sausage dip on these. Hope you're having a great day. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep commenting, keep sharing the video with everybody. Follow me and on all social media sites down below in the description box. Hey yo, but let's get straight into the video. Hey, this video, I don't think I'm gonna do too much editing to it. It's gonna be straight to the point, straight to the cut. Everything, the two topics we're gonna talk about that y'all seen in the title. The title. First of all, being a teen father is difficult when you know, in high school, you play football, you run track, you know. When my son's mother told me she was pregnant, I was shocked. I was a little confused, you know. I'm like, nah, this can't be. This is a joke. This crazy. I had not me. Not Mr. Donovan who played football. I was shocked and distraught. You know. Imagine coming out of football practice when somebody calling your name talking about coming into a car. So I went to the car and, you know, my son's grandmother on her side said, yo, I'm gonna call your peoples. So I said, for what? She says, just call them. So they call. They come, both my parents come. And, you know, I'm like, so my son's mother get out the car, look front, look out. She's around. I'm like, yo, what the beep, 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 beep? I don't feel loud. That's what I thought in my head. But, so, of course, moms and dad is mad. My mom and dad is mad. Well, not really mad. They're a little upset and whatever. So, of course, I'm fresh out of football practice and everything. So they made me go back and tell my football coaches what was up. I mean, you don't want to go tell nobody that. Not when you first out of practice and everything. So you don't want to tell everybody that. So, you know, I go back inside. I tell them what's up. They sit down. They sleep. They talking to me. That's the crazy part. One of my coaches said, I kind of figured something was up because he was off at practice there. Mind you, I ain't talked to my baby mom for real. I ain't talked to her for real. Now, at the time, she was supposed to be an ex. I only talked to her. I was talking to somebody else. Now, right, They say when you're not supposed to be around them, something bad always happens. Wasn't even supposed to be around her. She was just supposed to be out of my life. The ex, kabam. Now look. I was like, now look, we got a whole child. You know, well, that's that. Well, that same way I had to tell my grandma. And grandma wasn't upset as mom and dad was, but she was upset. So, I pleaded my grandma. But, and told her life started moving forward. Life did start moving forward. And, you know, I still continue to play football, still get ready to trap. I also had to work. Now, during football season and track season, I work on Saturdays and Sundays. Or I just work on Sundays. But, mind you, things got a little rough. I started to become depressed, but I still got through it. Now, I worked and I still played football and I still had to do schoolwork. Well, this was all before my son came. And I still wanted to have a social life. So when my homeboys and stuff, when my football teammates and my friends want to hang out, I had to tell them, nah, couldn't hang out. I had to go to work and build up money for my child. So, damn, man, I started messing with this girl. Imagine telling a girl, when you in high school, that you got imagine a baby mama, and you about to have a child. Trust me. And I ain't disclosing nobody's name or nothing because I ain't doing nothing. But that was the hard thing. I told her, she said, all right, cool. We'll figure it out. We'll get through it. She ain't had a problem for us. She was a little iffy from the start, but she got through it. But the crazy part was, the day my son was born, I ended up getting suspended from school. I ain't gonna say what happened. I ain't gonna tell what happened. If you know, you know. If you don't, you gonna never know. But, so I get this call, my mom need to come to the hospital. My son's mother's going into labor. Mind you, he got suspended from school. So, I get to school, I get home. No, I was already home when I got the call. I was sitting in the bed. And, you know, of course, mama yelling at me. Well, when I get the phone call, she said, I guess we gotta go to the hospital. So I get to the hospital. I get to the hospital. And I walk in the room. My son's mother is talking about, oh, you're here. I said, yeah, I got suspended. She said, oh, wow. You know, okay. They get to doing what they're doing. Then my son comes out. Y'all know the nerve. And this doctor said, do you really want a DNA test? We all see my son in the previous video. I really like I need the DNA test for real. I'm not gonna lie. The boy came out looking like me. When the boy still look like me. He act like me somewhat too. So I didn't need it. Now, that happened. But here comes the tricky part. Here comes the part where it gets a lot tougher for me. Well, at this point, I had a girl still. And me and this girl, going strong. And, I still got to take care of my child and stuff. But she wants to do all this and everything, and I can't really do everything because I can't drop everything I'm doing because I still got to take care of a child. And so that starts to become a problem. And, honestly, it was a very, very, very difficult time because it's like you got this person that really loves you and is accepting your child, but in the same sense, still wants to have fun. But you can't do all the fun things and sad things because you gotta work or you gotta have your son. And some of the stuff that we at that time wanted to do couldn't do with him. So it becomes an issue. But the person did. I had a child. But then it came my senior year that it was time to buckle down, throughout a little life. But we gonna fast forward. Fast forward to after high school. After high school is when it got a lot crazier. And a lot of people think it gets easier. No, it does not. Because after high school, you're either going to college or you're working full time. Well, I didn't do college. I was working full time. And mind you, working full time also means you still gotta get your child. So when I did want to go out, well, most of the time I was still doing me, still working. Got my child on the weekends. But then it became a hassle because then my son's mother wanted to do what she wanted to do. So, in the same sense, I sat down, talked to my mother about the situation and my father, and they both said, you do need to step up and be a better father for your child. And I, young kid at the age of, at that time I was 19, 20, one of them two ages. I'm still thinking, okay, well, that's neither here or there. But I still want to do what I wanted to do, not listen to my parents. And it got a lot harder. Started getting a lot of problems from my son's mother. At the time, the girl I was dealing with, she started giving me problems. I started not caring what people thought. And that's where you mess up at. You don't never stop caring what people think. Because when you need your family, the ones that care, and you shut them off becomes a problem for you. Because at that point, my mother did, when I did get my child, yeah, she watched them when I was at work. But if I wanted to do something, I had to find another babysitter. Because she made it perfectly clear, I'll watch them while you go to work. But if you want to go out, you either got to take them with you or find somebody else to watch them. So imagine hearing that. At that time, I'm like, oh, wow. But in the same sense, I said, well, guess I ain't going out. Because spending time with my child had to be more important. And I didn't want to pay nobody to be a babysitter because at that point, I was working heck a lot, but I didn't want to spend money on a babysitter for 2 or 3 hours, maybe, So I just said, bumper. I just sit in the house, or I just had the girl I was dealing with come to my house. Or, But we're going to fast forward past all this. The main thing I started to really realize was the decisions I made back when I was in high school for not listening to my parents played an important factor in my present time because I still listen to them. Not saying I don't regret my child. I regret the decisions that I made. Because if I would have listened to them, I'd have been to avoid the situation that I was in. Not saying I regret my child. I never regret him. He's the blessing. He's my world. He's my everything. But I just should have listened to my parents and my grandmother and my coaches when they told me to make better decisions. That's that. But then, later on in life, I started to see that. And, now I am around my son every day. And, my grandma was a big help to that. My mother and my father, they helped me. RIP to my grandma again. They helped me, and they did teach me. My father taught me manly stuff, how to be a great father. That's why I'm the father I am to my own son. My father has been there for me since day one. So is my mother, always. And my grandmother as well. But my father is the reason why I'm the father I am. That man taught me the game of football and basketball, and he taught me a little bit about the baseball game, but I kind of learned baseball naturally because I just learned it. But my father was honestly, I don't care nobody say, he's the greatest father in the world. Yeah, he gets mad at some decisions I make. Yeah, he got mad back then, and yeah, he gets mad sometimes now. That's stuff I do. But if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be the father I am today because he showed me how to be a great father. So, like I said, he's a great father. But the thing about it is, though, if you got a great father in your life, you're most likely turn to be a great father yourself. And yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm not the perfect father all the time, but I learned from him and I learned from my own mistakes, and I see that I need to step up and be a better father. And I'm a work in progress myself. But in the same sense, I know I need to grind harder and grind better and keep leveling myself up for my son so he can have the stuff he wants. And that's why I say, for all y'all out there that think having kids at a young age is easy, it's not. It really is not. It's not. It look cool on TV. It look cool, but it's not, because you got to make decisions and sacrifices. It's going to that party worth missing work, or going out with your friends to smoke and drink worth spending time with your child. It's not, because those precious times that you miss with your child, that child you'll never get back, and that child would know that. That child would feel that void, and that's why I made decisions I made to spend time with my child or go to work, because it's about him and it's about the money aspect. And I love my money, and I bust my tail for my child, and that's why I'm going to keep loving up and giving him the world that he wants. And he knows that to be rewarded, he has to do his schoolwork, or he has to be good behavior, because we don't do that. Oh, you're being bad, we're gonna still reward you. We don't do that. We don't do that around here. That's why, but that's the first topic. Just please make sure if you're a young father, be there for your child. Or if you're a grown man, and if you're 20 and above and you have a child on the way, or have a child, be there for your child, because you don't want to miss those moments with your child. That's just the realization of life, but you need to be there for your child. You don't want to be a deadbeat father. And that's a word I really hate, because, but don't be a deadbeat father to your child on some real life stuff. At one point, some people thought I was going to be a deadbeat, but I can't be a deadbeat, because there was another situation in my life that I won't disclose. I would keep quiet. That's why I can't be a deadbeat father, because my father showed me the right direction, and somebody else did not show me the right direction. And that's why I will never be a deadbeat father. I will always be there for my child. But the next topic is depression. Depression. Honestly, I thought depression was not real. When people come to me talking about, or people came to me saying, oh, I'm depressed, or I'm like, yo, calm down. You be over it. It's cool. Life moves on. Hold your head up. But nah, that depression really is real. It's been a few times in my life I've been depressed, and I've been in a slump where I didn't want to do nothing, where I didn't want to be bothered, where I didn't eat, where I didn't drink. I was, making myself sick. All I did was stay in my room all day, and I talked to nobody, not be on my phone for real. But when I did talk to somebody, or when I did go out the house, when I did eat, I got over that depression. And people may think depression is fake until you're actually in the situation. And I've been in this situation multiple times. And I still go to the same routine where I am depressed sometimes. But I find that strength, and I dig myself out of depression, and I do go out. Or I do call somebody to talk to. Find somebody you could trust. Find somebody that gives you that comfort level, and that security to talk to. Mine was honestly my father, my mother, my sister, my god sister, my grandma when she was here. Shout out to somebody else that was there, that's been there for me through depression. My best friend, and he was in one of my previous videos. Shout out to some other people that I'm not gonna name their names, but they know who they are if they watch the video or if they hear about the video. Shout out to them, because they helped me get out of the depressed stage. And when you're in depression, you really don't want to be bothered, but you find that strength and you find that will to get out of that. No matter what puts you in there, you find the will. And depression is real. And I thought it was a joke at first, until I was actually in the situation. And multiple times, I thought depression was not real. I didn't think it was a real feeling, but it really is. And I hate seeing people depressed. And if I rock with you and I know you're depressed, I'm gonna try to talk to you. I'm gonna try to be there for you the best I can. But if you don't want me to, when you're ready to talk, I'll let you go talk to me. why don't you hit me up and, you know, you vent? But depression is real. And for people that take it as a joke for people, it's not a joke, because those depressed thoughts could turn into other thoughts. Because just think about it. What if that person is depressed, becomes suicidal, and you was the last person they talked to? You're going to feel that guilt on you. And that's why I try, when I get depressed, I try to not go into them deep thoughts, and I try not to get there. I try to find my will, and I try to find my strength to get out. I try to find my strength to talk to somebody that I know is going to take my mind off the depression and build me back up, so I can get that strength and build back up. Depression is a real thought. I thought it was a joke, so I was actually in it. And sometimes in the past couple of weeks, I thought I was gonna be depressed, but I got out. I dug myself out. But if you are depressed, find somebody you can talk to. Find somebody that you trust, somebody to vent to, somebody that cares for you the way you care for them, or just somebody that you feel comfortable with, because you don't want to get depressed. And I don't like seeing people depressed. I don't like seeing people upset or anything, because that's just me. Cause I don't like to be upset. I like to be chill, vibe, fun, down. But I don't like to see people depressed. And when you get depressed, it's not a good feeling. But I'm be positive. If you want to talk, if any of y'all subscribe to the channel, want to talk, DM me, and I give you my best advice. I'm not promising I'll be able to answer your question right away, but I will do my best. My Instagram is down in the description box, my Twitter, my Snapchat, my TikTok. Y'all could DM me on all those if you ever get depressed, if you can't find nobody to talk to, because I don't like seeing people upset. I don't like seeing people depressed. And I know sometimes certain situations you're gonna be depressed for a while, if it's death, somebody you would care about passed away. I understand that. But still, you need to vent, you need to cry, you need to get that out, because that's what leads to depression. Get that stuff out. Don't hold that stuff in. Find somebody you can trust. Like I said, find somebody you can trust and you can vent to. But that's all for this video today. The topic was teen fatherhood and depression. Interesting topics, I know it was. Comment down below what you think about the topics. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing the videos. Stay hydrated. I know this is not a hydration drink. Water to stay hydrated, stay safe out here. Keep wearing your mask to further notice. And y'all stay safe. And HHG Squad, we out. We taking over. We're gonna keep taking over. We're gonna keep running these videos up, and we're gonna keep dropping banger content for y'all. HHG Squad, we out. I'm gonna take one for y'all. Yeah.